Welcome to another episode of AM Excellence. I almost said a fighter's mindset. Welcome to another episode of AM Excellence. We're on AM Excellence 76 Become the CEO. I'll sit back here for a moment as you guys start to roll in. But the book I'm reading is The Energy Bus by John Gordon. So the book I'm reading is The Energy Bus by John Gordon. It is 6:30 in the AM on Wednesday, November 2nd. So we're into November already. Halloween is gone. November is here. Pretty soon it's going to start being Christmas. As they say in Shawshank Redemption, get busy living or get busy dying. One of the best movies out there. So we're reading We're reading the book The Energy Bus by John Gordon, and today's video is called Become the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, right? Nope. We're going to find out what that means. The first, and today I probably read for almost an hour today because I want to get through this book on to the next one. And it's funny that, if you've been listening or if you have read the book, the word cheesy might come to mind, but it's really stinking good. The more I read it and the more I think, it's a little bit cheesy, the more valuable takeaways, the more morals that I'm finding in this book. And today was rich with content. And I'm going to condense it, but there were probably 25 different things, bullet points that I could talk about. I'm going to condense it, and we're going to finish off with that CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Nope. And again, maybe a little corny and cheesy, but there's so much truth to this book. I want to start out by saying the key is to feel good and consider your energy. Consider your energy as you go off into your day. The key is to feel good. When you feel good, everyone around you feels good. And we're not talking about feeling good from a double latte or a candy bar kind of feeling good. We're talking about a feeling of joy, happiness, enthusiasm, gratitude, passion, and excitement kind of feeling. And I'm going to talk later about your heart and how powerful your heart is and how easy it is to read someone's heart. So we're not talking about just this, like, on the inside you're feeling full of crap, you're feeling all crappy and not good, etc., and faking it. We're talking about really and truly showing gratitude, showing joy, showing happiness. And we're getting into some kind of fluffy stuff, but really you're making a decision to have energy, to have positive energy. Think of all those people out there in your life. Think of the people you're going to interact with today. Maybe it's 5 people, maybe it's 100 people, 200 people. The people with enthusiasm are attractive, right? They attract you. I was just talking to someone the other day. I have nothing to do with Harry Potter or, those kind of movies or those kind of themes. But when I look at people who are so into it, I want to talk to them about it. I'm interested in it. I don't care about Harry Potter. I never will care about Harry Potter. But when someone has that enthusiasm, that positivity, that energy radiating off of them about any subject, it's attractive. You want to talk about it. You want to be a part of it. This book is called The Energy Bus. Have that energy. Get people onto your bus. The next thing I want to talk about is extremely important. So, leaving a legacy or creating a ripple effect on other people. That's something that I value greatly. That's something that is a noble cause that all of us in one way or another should strive to attain. And this is a really interesting point. The author says, too many people try to please others, and this only makes them unhappy. Better to focus on feeling good and letting this feeling and happiness shine on others. So if you're in a life of service, absolutely. Keep going. Keep ticking away. Keep doing good, doing well upon others. But the fact is, if you don't focus on you first, that energy, that positivity cannot extend outwards. Is it selfish? Maybe. Maybe some people are going to say you're selfish for focusing on you. I combat that, and trust me, I think about it a lot. I deal with it a lot. But if you're not truly happy with you, if you don't take care of you, you're not going to be able to create that ripple effect of good upon other people. If you're miserable, if you're unhappy, and you spend your time trying to make everyone else happy all the time, never focus on yourself, you're never, ever going to create that ripple effect of good. So focus on you, get you in control, and let that energy emanate outwards. This is another neat thing. And I know this from fact. I know this from experience, and I would encourage you, to consider it. If you've never experienced it, consider this. The author says, I once heard this saying that God keeps breaking your heart until it opens. And ain't that the truth? Think about it. Every struggle, challenge, adversity brings you closer to your heart, to your true self, to who you really are. Sometimes you got to be broken down to the point where you feel powerless to discover your ultimate and true power. We're talking about heart here. We're talking about energy. We're talking about passion. We're talking about, just this, if you can envision this radiation emanating off of you. And the author talks about your heart. How do you build up that heart? And when I say heart, I mean purity, goodness, who you are as a person, what you represent, what you stand for. And the author says that oftentimes you have to be broke down to see what the heck do I really stand for? When you clear all the rubble away, what do I stand for? For me personally, when I got knocked out, that was the lowest I've ever been in my life. Absolute lowest I've ever been in my life. And it forced me to dig deep and say, who the heck am I? Where am I going? What am I doing? And that experience is the only reason that I'm in front of this camera right now. The only reason, because it knocked me down. And when I was at that point, I thought, where the heck am I going? Who am I? What do I stand for? What ripple effect? What energy do I want to give off? And then it was like, boom. You're very fortunate for what you have. So let's start sharing that with other people. And that's the reason I'm here. So if you're getting beaten down, if you're getting smacked around in this game of life, it's normal. It's natural. It happens. It happens to everybody. But how you respond, just like in the last book, Above the Line, event plus response equals outcome. It's how you respond to that that's going to dictate the ripple effect or the legacy that you leave. So we're going to start to get into this idea of a heart. Think of people in your life. Think of people in your life who you might say, man, he or she, he has such a good heart. Or she has such a good heart. When I look at my daughter, she's 3 years old. One of the first things I say about her to other people is she has such a good heart. Because you can tell that this little human being, this 3-year-old, is so conscientious and aware of others, even at 3 years old, that I can say she has an amazing heart. Think of those people in your life. Again, always, I encourage these comments and feedback. I will get to them throughout the video, but I want to hear, who are these people? Who has a good heart? And why do they have a good heart? And the title of this chapter, Become the CEO, and we're going to get into that in a second, and it is a bit cheesy, but whatever, it makes a good point. But we're talking about the heart. And this is where the fact is mixed in with this fiction. The heart acts as an emotional conductor and radiates how you are feeling to every cell in the body via the heart's electromagnetic field. This energy field can be detected up to 5 to 10 feet away. The heart's electromagnetic field is 5,000 more times powerful than the brain. So your heart, your body is energy. We are energy. And your heart acts as an electromagnetic field that emanates that energy on people around you. And it's saying that it's 5,000 times more powerful than your brain. So who you are at your core shines through. So when you say someone has a good heart, think of that. How do you know they have a good heart? Because you feel it, you see it. It's an intangible that exists. And each of us have that power. Goes on to say, it means that we are broadcasting our positive or negative energy every moment of the day via our heart, and people are picking up and receiving this signal. Have you ever met someone, and I don't want to see these names. Have you ever met someone who you just know is fake, who's full of it, who talks the talk, but you know that there is not alignment with what they're saying, what they're doing, etc. behind the scenes? Those people are fake. It's easy to see because we can feel that energy or negativity coming from their heart. There are spots, there are clouds. In this book, they refer to them as dimmers. There are people in my life, your life, in the world who are downers, who are dimmers, who are emanating this negative energy, right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Think of those people in your life, negativity, they're always negative. That negative energy is emanating from their heart. That is the energy, the electromagnetic power energy that they're giving off. And we all have that decision. No one person has more of a heart than any other person. And I wanted to read this because, and again, it's getting back to the choice, the decision that we all have. Now, this book is a fictional story about an actual bus ride, right? And the bus ride is figurative, is a symbol of our lives. Who is hopping on our bus ride? Who's becoming part of our journey? And this was just a neat part that I want to read for you to realize, wait, do I want to be this type of person? He says, "Joy lifted me up." Joy is the bus driver. "Her smile made my day. Her words energized me. She woke me up. So I decided not to give up and he goes on to talk about, the effect that she had on her. And this guy is telling a story of how she actually saved his life. Again, this is fiction, but my question, my thought-provoking concept is this: do you want to be that person? When you pass away, when your time on earth is done, do you want to be that person of whom others say, man, they really affected me. They really made my life better. They helped me in this way, that way, or that way. We have that choice, and it doesn't take anything special. Look, if you're watching this video, your heart is beating. You have that ability to emanate that positive energy from you, create that effect upon other people. And what better thing is there in the world than to do that? All right. So now let's get to the CEO, the cheese ball cheese of it all, the Chief Energy Officer, right? We can all be the CEO of our lives, of our household, of our work, of our school, whatever it is. The Chief Energy Officer goes on to say, Chief Energy Officers live and work with enthusiasm. They tap the power of their heart by getting excited about being alive, by filling up with loads of positive energy, and by being optimistic about life and work. They don't let fear stop them. They charge forward with positive and powerful energy and look at challenges as an opportunity to grow, learn, and succeed. Last night, and don't forget, I would like to see these examples of these positive people, how they impact you, the ripple effect. These feelings that I'm talking about, who are the people that are giving you those feelings? So we're talking about being the Chief Energy Officer. I gave a talk last night at Hershey Wrestling, and I walked away jazzed. I walked away excited and pumped because it was an awesome environment of energy. Just a thrill of being alive, of passing on information, of helping other people. Put yourself in those situations where you can create that feeling for other people. Be the Chief Energy Officer of your bus. Starting to wrap up here. Okay, so there were a couple points that I was kind of wanting to get to, but I want to say this one. I don't care what product you are selling, what division or team you are leading, or what product launch you are presenting. People are always buying you and your energy. People are always buying you and your energy, period. People are buying you and your energy. Forget everything. Forget your resume. Forget your qualifications. Forget everything. People are buying you. Starts in your heart. It starts with you, right? Develop that purity. Develop that energy. Let it emanate outwards, and the rest will fall into place. It's a coincidence that I'm wearing this Spartan shirt today, but Joe DeSena, the head of Spartan Race, the guy who created it all, he brings people into his circle who have this energy. He doesn't care who or what you do or what your resume is. You have this energy. Come into my circle because we're going to find a place for you. Understand, comprehend, people by you and your energy. So, see if there's anything left here. Okay, like I said, the title, become the CEO, right? Become your own Chief Energy Officer. Understand, comprehend that it all starts with your heart. Your heart gives off energy. The people around you feel this energy. They absorb it. They absorb it one way or another. You want to be in a positive environment? Be positive, right? It emanates outwards. You want to be negative? you're going to create a negative environment. It is, your surroundings are a direct reflection of you. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. AM Excellence 76. Tag someone, share it, pass on this message. Be the CEO of Facebook today amongst all this ugly crap on television. Take a small role in creating this CEO, this positive energy from your heart, from my heart. Have yourselves a great day. Carpe diem, fight well. See you tomorrow morning, 6:30 for AM Excellence 77.